Oop, there he is. Ooh, oh boy, that's a good walleye. That's a big one.
Okay, we'll get the scoop, sir.
Maybe that's a pike. I don't know.
The way this is moving.
If it's a walleye, it's a good one. This is such an incredible fishery. I mean, just the sheer numbers of fish is just amazing. This has got to be a big pike.
Whatever it is, it looks fun.
Sort of incredible about this fishery. I mean, we've literally, over the last couple of days, we fished so many different spots. Every spot you go to, there's fish on. I mean, it's just amazing. Just the sheer number of fish that are in this watershed. Wow.
Oh, it's big pike. Big pike.
It's out of here.
Yeah, real big one. And he's hooked perfect.
Is he?
Yeah, it's right in the side. You're not gonna, he won't sniff you.
Yeah, good one. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Oh, look at that. That's a wide bite.
That's what we're talking about. Wow. And look at that, the hook popped right out, that barbless.
Yeah, let's see this guy. That's one thing. I know some buddies used to come up here years ago, and they came up here and told me this is the absolute best drive-to big pike fishery. And based on our experience that we've been out here, the little time we've been out here, I can tell you one thing, there's a bunch of these guys in here. Here you go, look at that thing. Beautiful pike, boy, look at that thing. We should measure this guy here.
Let's do it.
I'd say this is close to a 40.
I would agree with you.
Let's see.
You got a ruler right on the neck here.
There we go.
You're
41 inches.
There you go.
Lake St. Joe, boy, there's so many of these fish in here. It's just incredible. We'll get her back in the water. She fought really good. Yeah, give me a little
take a still here.
Wow. You can see the length of it. Really beautiful animal, though. Come on. There she goes. Wow. This is our actually second day out on Lake St. Joe. Yesterday we went out with Matt, one of the lead guides for the lake. We had a fabulous day in the water, as I was saying, on how many fish we caught, because it was amazing, because every spot you pull up on, you catch fish. It's the weirdest thing in the world is the depth of the population of fish in this lake. To me, it's a very, very fertile body of water with all these big rivers coming in here.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Yep.
Real nice fish.
And you're talking 90 miles, you know, from one end to the other, as well as just the sheer number of islands, reefs, weed beds, rock piles.
This gorgeous walleye. I'd imagine we are gonna catch plenty of these today.
And not only that, which is really interesting, is this is like a designated wilderness lake, so there's a limited number of individuals that fish this lake the entire year. There's only like, what is it, 1,200 people?
1,700.
1,700 people fish this lake throughout the course of a year.
There he is. Catch one, unhook it, pitch it back out, catch another. You just repeat that process.
It's one of your favorite activities.
All day. It's just
I know.
Unbelievable the amount of fish. And a lot has to do with how shallow this lake is. There's just so many expansive, shallow feeding flats, and it's just super fertile. I mean, it can hold and has so many fish, it's unbelievable. I mean, 150 fish days. And actually yesterday, well, James was with Matt. I followed these guys out. Oh, well, there he goes. I followed these guys out in the bass boat, and I was doing two things. I was getting a safe travel routes, but the second thing I was doing a little poking around, and every single spot I looked at, I caught walleyes, and actually caught over 100. I mean, it is unbelievable how many fish are in this lake. You know, right now we're on Lake St. Joseph up in northern Ontario, and we do have a map, but like a lot of northern Ontario lakes, it's not super accurate, and there's really been two things we've been doing to help combat that, so I'm gonna show you right here. So the two things we've been doing is saving our track every day, and the second has been high-speed scanning. And this really applies for any lake in northern Canada that's not super accurately mapped. And when we've been saving our track, what we've been doing is the first day, I was in the bass boat following Matt and Jimmy around. And every spot we went to, I'd drop waypoints, and at the end of the day, I went into our Helix and I saved that chart because I knew we had a safe travel route to get back and forth to these spots. And the other thing I've been doing is when we've been going across these spots, we're typically going at speeds between 15 and maybe 25 miles an hour. And what you can do is you can high-speed scan as you're going by. And what we're looking for is bottom composition changes, rock piles, and humps that are just kind of out in the middle. And how you see that is with the 2D. And if you can look here, you see we've got this soft green bottom. And then all of a sudden it starts getting hard red and shooting up. And that's a hard to soft bottom transition out here. So it's a good way to find spots in between these areas. And it really helps up here in northern Canada where, again, you don't have super accurate maps. Ooh, ooh. Nice. Whoa. One.
That's a squirty one. Look at that guy. Whoa. Realistically, when you look at for pike fishing in this type of situation, you don't really need a lot of lures, but you need a couple of the right ones, that's for sure. And one is being a spoon, what Jake has been catching the majority of his fish on. I've been catching them on an inline spinner as well as a spoon. And each one of these lures have a specific condition where that bait could be beneficial to, to catch fish. Right now we're over a relatively shallow mixed weed and rock flat. For deeper water situations, a big swim bait or a 1/2 ounce lure like this here, a 6 to 8 inch fluke, or a big minnow profile bait can be really highly effective for dropping down when you're seeing the fish along deeper rock ledges. And then we are also caught some fish on something like a big safety pin spinner bait. When you look at this bait here, what this is really beneficial for is when you're getting in those really dense, deep weed beds, when the weeds are probably, anywhere from 8 to 12 foot of water, but really thick. This bigger bait, it moves slower. You want that bigger vibration because a lot of times the fish will be sitting deeper in the weeds and you're trying to call them up out of there. But you don't need a lot of baits, but you do definitely need a couple of the right ones. The old Blue Fox spinner is not a bad one. And the spoon is about as standby as it comes when it comes to Canadian fishing for big pike. No question about that. We got a, what have you been throwing, that Matrix?
Yep.
The Blue Fox Matrix spoon.
One thing we've really noticed up here on Lake St. Joseph is the size of the spots are incredible, right? We're fishing weed beds that are a mile long. And it's really important to have baits that can cover water quickly so you can fish these spots efficiently, right? Right now Jimmy's got an inline spinner, I'm fishing the spoon, and we're able to cover a lot of water, hit this spot quickly and move on to the next one. And that's kind of the name of the program here until you really get them dialed in.
Oop, got him.
Got him?
Yep.
Better?
Mine is a better one because you know what it is? It's a walleye. Get on these flats, it's just, everything is everywhere. Not a biggie. Huh.
There's one.
But there you go.
Yep, this is better.
Better one?
Yeah.
There you go.
There he is. Just wolf that spoon.
That's a better one.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Come in. Oh, come in. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Look at that,
Oh,
the barb was popped right
That's
out.
what you talk.
That's my hero.
What?
We've had an awesome week here on Lake St. Joseph, catching hundreds of walleye and big pike like this. And I can say this for sure, James and I will definitely be back.
We're in one of my favorite places. We're in Sunset Country in Ontario.
Quality of the fishing is just stunning.
For everything.
Whoa, Sunset Country muskies.
Beautiful pike. Big bass.
What a walleye.
Stars are on, yay! Yes!
It's close.
Super easy to get to.
You can fly, you can drive.
It's affordable.
That was awesome. Who doesn't want to come to a place and see some absolutely gorgeous country, wildlife? It's awesome, man. I just love fishing in Sunset Country.